Hi everybody, it's the Intuitive Healer, and today I'll be doing a reading for the sign of Pisces. All right, so let's go ahead and tune you, Pisces. So at the end of the reading, I might or might not be pulling a question card. It just kind of depends on how I feel. I'll be reading from the tarot card deck of the Sun Moon Tarot, as well as the Moonology, Ask an Angel, the Secret Language of Light, and Fearlessly Authentic. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I've pre-shuffled here. So we got the Princess of Cups. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords, the Moon card, Princess of Swords, Five of Cups, the Hermit card, the Temperance card, the Devil, and the Hangman card. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull an angel from the Ask an Angel deck just to see what angel we're working with. And that's Angel Nathaniel, Creativity. And then I'm also going to pull a card from the Secret Language of Light. Manifestation. All right, so the first card that comes up here is the Princess of Cups. And the Princess of Cups, to me, shows a very strong individual, somebody that can kind of defeat things in your life, can kind of take things down. I think that there's this energy here of perseverance that really sticks out really strongly to me, because it makes me understand why the next card shows up here, and that's the Five of Swords. So the defeat card, it's you taking on your life in a different way, Pisces, and really allowing yourself to have a new life. I think in the past that you were really in love with somebody and there was some interference that was caused, and it made you feel very defeated. I think it made you feel really sad. Because this person, I think that you were really in love with them. The Moon card comes up. You're really in love with this individual, but I don't think that you could tell them how much in love you were with them, because you had, well, there's another person in the mix. I feel like there was a third party here. The next card is the Princess of Swords. And so the Princess of Swords here shows, like, you know, that feeling, that energy of just kind of being hopeless. You're just kind of on your own. You don't know what to do, you know, and it runs right alongside the Five of Cups card, which is the next card over, Disappointment. I think you really wanted that to work out with that person. But because there was interference, that person decided that they wanted to check out of the situation. I think you were trying to juggle two people here, Pisces. I really do. You know, I don't think that you were sleeping with two people, but maybe this new individual that came in really couldn't deal with you taking care of your ex the way that you were. You know, even if it was being honorable because of the child, I think that you didn't put that person first. And so you felt defeated by the situation. You were very emotional. You're probably still emotional over that person because you still love them. You still want to be with them. You're really thinking about coming in the side door and rescuing them from their life, being with them and holding them and maybe going back to the same energy as the past. And I think part of that is you trying to manifest that person in, because the manifestation card comes in. And also, you know, here's the Hermit card. The Hermit card is like going inward, you know, maybe being sad and going inward, keeping your feelings to yourself because of the moon and the Hermit card. You know, really going within, really being sad within yourself and not really saying anything to anybody. Because I think at the last moment you realized that that was the person of your dreams. And you were like, dang, I think I might have missed the boat on that one. But here I was tending to this ex that does nothing for me. I do everything for the ex. She doesn't give a hoot, or he doesn't give a hoot about me. You went inward and you realized, oh man, the person that I really wanted to be with, I just let them walk out of my life. I let them walk. Because the Temperance card comes in. It's like you just want balance. You let go of something that was so incredibly meaningful for you, just for the sake of being or doing the right thing for that other person. You know? And I really kind of feel like that's why that Five of Swords came in, because this is that person, that male or female, Five of Swords, defeated. That ex defeated them because they couldn't compete with the ex. They weren't number one like you were placing the ex, and they really wanted that spot because they really were number one. They were the soulmate. They were your beloved. But you didn't want to open your eyes up to see that. Hangman card at the end here. You didn't want to see it. You chose not to see it. And that person left. That person might not even be in the same state as you. And you just let them go. Which I think really created a lot of internal crisis because of the Devil card. Finally realizing that you have to let go of the ex in order to have a meaningful relationship with the beloved, the sacred, the twin flame, the soulmate, whatever word you want to use for that. You realized it too late. You're going to have to come up with a plan, Pisces. You got to get that person back. They're the one you're supposed to be with. All right, so I'm going to pull a few more cards here for you, Pisces, off the Sun, Moon, Tarot. Because I've already pre-shuffled here. All right, so we have the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Yep, you got new love coming in, and this is strong and powerful. I think maybe this is a person from the past. I think that this is a person that possibly could have really, really meant a lot to you, because there is the Two of Wands. I think that you knew that that person was your home. I think that there's this understanding within you that made you know that that person was your person because of the Ace of Wands card. This is a new love. Fiery new love here. All right. And because of this Two of Wands, it's like you wanting to set up home with somebody, you wanting to set up a life with somebody, you wanting to set up a life with that soulmate. And it didn't work out. You had to find peace within all of that experience because you weren't seeing things right, Pisces. Two of Swords, peace. You found peace after all of it. You realize that even the ex wasn't bringing you peace, that this soulmate, that this twin flame, that this new love was part of your story, was part of your plan. And because of that, there was this idea, you know, that did finally pop into your head with the Four of Wands and said, hey, you got to end it with the ex. You got to end it with the ex. You got to start something new. You got to start something fresh. And new love's coming in because you've manifested that soulmate back in. You've manifested him or her. Finally, that energy's there because of the Ace of Wands. New love. New love. New love with the ex. All right. So let me go ahead and pull from the cards of the Moonology Oracle deck here. And I'll go ahead and let you know what's going on here. Show the world the real you. Yes, I think in the past, being with that ex, you had to put on a show. Take time to breathe out. Nothing will come of the situation. A new romantic cycle begins. See, I told you. All right. Emotions are running high. Communication is key. Confidence is your key to success. And a fiery climax approaches. Well, of course, you've got love coming in here. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What am I going to do with you? All right. Show the world the real you. Yeah, quit being fake. In the past, you had to be fake to make things nice. Now, you know what? You can be yourself. You need to quit pulling that facade. You don't need to please other people by not being yourself. You got to break out of the chains of that. It's not for you, Pisces. Take time to breathe out. Yes, take a breather. Think about stuff. Don't open your mouth first. Be nice. Make sure you're filtering your words and that your words are coming out with lots of compassion here, because you're going to step on your own toes if you don't. Because I see you approaching that ex. I see you approaching that ex. And you know what? If you have ego and you try to approach this ex and you want to reconcile with this person, well, guess what? Nothing's going to come of the situation because you got to drop the ego. You got to drop the ego, Pisces. Sometimes we have to admit our wrongs. Sometimes we have to be truthful. And sometimes that brings a new healing. That brings in new communication. So you can have a new romantic cycle because it's starting, it's beginning. And if you want it to happen, you got to drop the ego and you got to say, hey, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Promise to do better this time. Promise to do better. Don't get your emotions running high. Don't be nasty. Don't be confrontational. Admit your wrongs here so that you can have a new opportunity in love, Pisces. It's right there for you. And it takes this communicating clearly, because that's the key right now to success in this new reconciliation. If you go in with the ego and you start defending yourself instead of admitting wrongs or just saying, hey, maybe I don't see it the way you see it. Let's agree to disagree, but let's not fight. Let's just show love. You got to express love. Communication is key, Pisces. And also being confident that this person still loves you. You know, confidence is key to success. You have to be confident that your love is going to stand the test of time. It's going to withstand the storm. But you got to be confident in that. And you got to be truthful so that you can have a fiery climax. That intensity can show up back again. That's what you had in the past, Aries. It was hot and heavy, lovey-lovey. Lots of good stuff going on. If you want that back with that person, well, you got to be honorable, you got to be truthful, and you got to be loyal. It's not going to be there. All right?